Infinix has sent off another form of the Note 12 and, as the name implies, the handset spins around a MediaTek Helio G96 processor. This all the more impressive model probably won't offer 5G yet, with different specs including an enormous AMOLED screen, 8GB of SLAM as standard, a 50MP primary camera, and the most recent Android 12 programming. It has a few serious cleaves to assume the best of the financial plan market. Furthermore, it does as such at an enticing beginning cost of $199, yet could it at any point dominate rivals like the Xiaomi Redmi Note 11, Realme 9i, and Oppo A54 5G. Design and construct: 7.8mm, 185 grams, fingerprint scanner and power button. Sparkly, gleaming, in front of your phone design has been extremely popular for the most recent few years, especially with regards to less expensive telephones from Chinese producers. And it's a similar story for the Note 12 G96. This has a square-sided outline suggestive of ongoing iPhones, which steps inwards to the front and back segment. The front is pretty much as plain as any telephone, while the back has an iced finish accessible in 3 colorways: Power Dark, Snowfall, and Sapphire Blue. The telephone feels great, made and uncommon for a financial plan telephone. The back, as well as the front, is glass. The casing appears as though metal, however is really made of plastic. Not surprisingly, the camera module stands out a smidgen, and the 2 focal points even further, yet I've seen a lot bulkier and clunkier game plans, so Infinix has kept this very perfect. What I don't comprehend is the clean polished surface to the right, which simply feels pointless, notwithstanding its impression. The telephone stays lighter than correspondingly estimated telephones at 185 grams, and is just 7.8mm, making it well adjusted. On the positive side, there's an earphone jack, however no authority waterproof rating. Infinix supplies an unmistakable silicone case in the crate, yet it doesn't fit especially well and is somewhat free. It's additionally worth bringing up that the fingerprint scanner lives inside the power button. I love this, and albeit the Note 12 G96's functions admirably a portion of the time, it's not generally accurate and is excessively delicate, prompting heaps of humming from the haptic criticism from the smallest touch, or on certain events, I'm certain, when I didn't actually contact the telephone. Screen and speakers: 6, 7 and AMOLED, Full HD+, 60 Hz. One motivation to purchase the Infinix Note 12 G96 is the huge screen, as you could expect for a note-marked gadget. It's a nice 6, 7 and giving you a lot of land to watch video, mess around, or simply look at your photograph display. Many financial plan telephones have essential LCD boards. However, Infinix offers an AMOLED screen here with a Full HD+ goal. This gives you better differentiation and punchy colors, as well as preferred splendor over many adversaries. I estimated it at a pinnacle splendor at a great 514 nits. Nonetheless, the presentation wasn't as simple to see outside in daylight as I anticipated. Specs and execution: Helio G96 octa-center processor, 8GB of SLAM as standard, up to 256GB capacity, restricted to 4G, as referenced at the top and referred to in the telephone's name. This variant of the Note 12 accompanies a MediaTek Helio G96 processor, making it a more remarkable choice than the ordinary Note 12 with its G88. This octa-center chip with a clock speed of up to 2.05 GHz is an opponent to the Qualcomm Snapdragon 680 found inside the Redmi Note 11. Infinix says it improves the showcase and visual updates, and upgrades its gaming abilities with noteworthy execution. Assisting here is 8GB of SLAM regardless of which model you purchase, when many financial plan telephones accompany 6GB probably. Besides, Infinix offers something turning out to be more normal in expanded Smash, where you can get a further 5GB through ROM stockpiling. Since this isn't an element that can be turned here and there, I can't remark on its viability. However, it seems to be something of a trick. The benchmark results from the Note 12 G96 are great, however not a big deal, pipping the Redmi Note 11 and Geekbench 5 by only a couple of focuses. However, it wins contrasted with comparably evaluated opponents. For example, the Realme 9i in illustrations tests. Spend a smidgen more on the Poco X4 Pro 5G and you'll get a fair leap, especially to mess around. One thing to note is that the G6 doesn't get you 5G availability, so on the off chance that getting to the most recent versatile organizations is an unquestionable necessity, you'll have to look somewhere else. The Xiaomi Poco M4 Pro 5G and Oppo A54 5G are 2 extraordinary choices at this price tag, and Infinix has the Zero 5G as well. The telephone is double SIM, which will be convenient for certain clients, and the second SIM opening doesn't actually take up the SD space. Cameras: 50MP primary camera, 2MP profundity, secret third sensor, 16MP selfie, It's very refreshing to see that Infinix hasn't fallen into the snare of adding a 2MP large-scale camera only to up the focal point depend on the Note 12 G96. All things being equal, the firm has zeroed in on the presentation of the principal camera, which is 50MP and joined by a 2MP profundity sensor. Video quality from the Note 12 G96 is alright. It's covered at 2 Kelvin and 30 FPS, despite the fact that shoots in 720p naturally, so ensure you proceed to change that first of all. Detail and variety are great at the higher goal, however it doesn't have optical picture adjustment to keep things smooth, so possibly functions admirably assuming the smartphone is kept exceptionally still. Battery duration and charging: 5000 mAh, 33W charging, connector included. Battery duration is areas of strength for this telephone and completely because of an enormous 5000 mAh cell as well as the 60Hz AMOLED screen. In certifiable testing, the telephone's serious areas of strength showed, and with my generally light utilization it can serenely most recent 2 days. The PC Mark Work 3.0 battery test didn't exactly mirror this, with a consequence of 9 hours and 50 minutes, yet that is decent. Charging is rated at 33W, which is quite far off the quickest telephones the present moment, however is nice enough at the spending plan end of the market. In our typical 30-minute test from 0%. The Note 12 G96 charged to 51%, which is great, yet we've seen better. Programming and applications: Android 12, XOS 10.6, bloatware all over the place. Accompanying Android 12, the most recent form of Google's operating system, is one up on many adversaries. However, Infinix adds its XOS 10.6 UI over the top, making it practically unrecognizable.